It is very hard. It's not easy to be refugee. It's not easy to be Rohingya. It is very, very easy. It's very painful, to be very honest.
Sharifah Shakira from the Rohingya Women's Development Network came to Malaysia when she was 5 years old, I think. She stayed here for 21 years and is now it's been resettled to Houston, Texas. Without further ado, I'm hearing it real stories from real Rohingya. Thanks very much. Terima kasih.
First of all, thank you so much for having me in this panel. I'm very honored. And I would like to share my own personal story here. Is because I want all the stories, like, social media, we've been hearing a lot of negative point of view about Rohingya. And I want to tell the people out there is that the Rohingya story actually is not fake, it's real. And we have been facing persecution, genocide for a long, long time. So when about after I was born, my father had to flee from the country because he saw the brutal military was killing people and burying them in the military camp. So while he was coming back from the work, he saw that, and because he saw that, and he's the evidence, military, doesn't want any evidence as it. So because he saw it, so they start looking for him. They start chasing him. So he fled from the country, and he, after going to different state, different places, and I think even some countries, he arrived in Malaysia. And when about 2 years old, when he left, actually my mom was pregnant, my younger brother, my our third brother, yeah, he's third siblings of me. And my parents didn't even know that she's pregnant. So we are left behind in a village, where there is surrounded by the Buddhist people. And there is a time, I don't remember which year, I was very young. There are little things that I remember, and most of the things my mom told me, for me to recall. I asked why I came here to Malaysia. So then she told me, and I recall things that happened, even though I was very young. So in the village, there was, my mom say, was killing, they start killing people, like the Sami, the Buddhist Sami, was start killing people, burning the villages, burning the shops. And my mom literally have to carry me, my sister, and my brother to another place, another house, and which is, I think the house is about third floor. There is a third floor, and we were upstairs, and we are so scared. Because people down there, they are, people are killing, they are burning, ada parang besar-besar, like everybody like literally going like a military, lining up and burning things like that. So my daughter. um so after, due to that, I recall that many there is sorry, I'm disturbed by my daughter.
Okay.
So yeah, so because of the violence that happening, and my mom is a single mother with 3 kids, she do not know what to do, and she decided that she also need to flee with the country with her children. So basically, how we flee from the country with not with, it's not with passports or any legal documents. Like brother Adli have mentioned earlier, that Rohingya people not recognized as citizen. We were a citizen in Myanmar, but then our citizenship was snatched, dirampas, and we become stateless in our own country. Due to that, we have no documents to prove, who we are. So my mom literally have to flee from the country with 3 kids, by boat, and to save our lives, we have to, um, nyawa kita dikena gadai untuk selamatkan nyawa. It's like it's hard, like it's hard for me to say that things, even for me to recall those things is very emotional, because I say things, it's easy for us to hear, and then we might able to imagine, but the person who go through it just all over again for me to live. the situation, but yet I want to share for the viewers so that they have better understanding about Rohingya. So we have to flee from the country. We took a boat. I think time Saho pagi. Uh, there were a lot of people on the boat. I don't know how many, but there are a lot of people. They are old people, young children, women, and men on the boat, the fishing boat. And literally, my mom, me, I mean the women, the children, and old people was kept inside the boat. Saya tak tahu apa reason dia, but we were kept inside the boat and other people on top of the boat, like atas. And I remember that bila diorang cakap ada light or something like that, dia cakap nyorok nyorok nyorok, and we all will be very scared, you know, like we will be very scared. Literally, my mom hold us, you know, praying. It's very difficult to breathe inside there, and it's a lot of fear inside the boat. And from my village, we literally entered Yangon, and from Yangon we supposed to go to Thailand, and from Thailand we supposed to cross the border to Malaysia, because my father ended up living in Malaysia, which is in 1993 at that time. And after arriving in Yangon, with the smugglers, we were kept kedai rumah macam tu. So we were kept inside there, and sesiapa yang dapat bayar, dia dapat keluar, you know, they lepas. Siapa yang tak dapat bayar, duduk di sana. So my mom got some her jewelry, barang kemas dia, you know, money. She gave it to the smuggler to release me, my sister, and my younger brother. So they are relative of us, came and you know, datang ambil kita. While my mom was waiting untuk dapatkan duit daripada ayah, which is daripada Malaysia supposed to send, and so that she can get released. Unfortunately, just after 1 hour, she got arrested and by the authorities of Myanmar, and she was in jail for 2 years. What's the reason? Is because she was traveling the country without the permission of the government. So literally, that simple thing is a big crime in Myanmar for Rohingya. We got separated. A lot more things happened. You know, as a young child, I got separated from my sibling and stuff like that, which is very hard for me to even explain here now, with a lot of things happening out there. And then we have to continually. So my mom didn't tell the authorities that she had 3 kids. So she lied dan kata, you know, dia datang seorang. Sebab kalau dia authority tahu yang dia ada lagi 3 anak, you know, which is terlepas, they will also put us in prison. So therefore she lied, and we are not safe. So, you know, like their authorities keep visiting every houses of Muslim, like Rohingya Muslim, and they will check siapa kat rumah tu. So we literally cannot escape from the authority. So we have to continue our journey to Malaysia. So my younger brother, who is about 2 or 3 years old, he have to came first. He start his journey alone. After a month, my sister, and then me. Literally, I was just 5 years old. I have to leave everyone behind, everything behind, get separated, get into the boat with people that I don't know, with the smugglers. I do not know what will happen to me. My parent doesn't know what will happen to me. And again, I have to guide my life in the hand of traffickers, and then, you know, on the sea, and continue my journey. So I don't remember how long exactly the journeys took. I don't remember everything, but of course there are a lot of horrible things that happened that I cannot forget, even I was a child. I remember I was put into a boat, small boat, with a lot of people, crossed, you know, I don't know where, they, you know, crossing one place to another. And after that, we were sleeping, you know, bangunan yang belum siap lagi, you know, bangunan yang terbiar. So we were literally living over there. And then jalan kaki dalam hutan, you know, at night, in the morning. And I also remember that dalam kereta, people was put at the cabinet, yang tempat letak barang tu, like one by one, women, men, campur. and I sit in front. The front seat. Tak tahu kenapa why they put me in front. Maybe they want to portray that, you know, they are husband and wife, you know, go pergi jalan-jalan and I'm a kid, something like that. Maybe now I can recall. So yeah, so bila, you know, like we are so tired and it's very dangerous. It's very, very dangerous. Many people die in the journey. Many people got really abused, killed and stuff. I will say, Alhamdulillah, maybe there's a guidance, you know, there's an angel, malaikat yang, you know, melindungi saya. Otherwise, it's not easy. So yeah, I've been abused physically by the smugglers. Kena lempang, my rambut kena potong, my barang, baju semua kena buang. They literally changed myself to the girl, to the boy. And yeah, so going through all this, yeah. So after arriving in Malaysia, I don't know that that's a Malaysia actually. So, you know, naik kereta, naik boat, dan tiba-tiba kata, oh, this is Malaysia. So I pun macam, terkejut. Macam ni ke Malaysia? And they handed me to my father, and it is very emotional. Sorry.
It's okay. Take your time. Take your time.
It is very emotional for me to remember the details, especially when I meet my father for the first time. He was literally across the road, and the smuggler told me that, oh, itu ayah awak, you know, your father. And I ran to him and I hugged him, and I thought that my struggles have ended. You know, I have gone through so many things in my life to see him, to get a better place, to dapatkan pelindungan. I was very happy, very sad, very hopeful. You know, things will be better. So yeah, and my mom, who is you know, my role model, she continued her journey after that. 2 years later, she was deported back to the village, and she's like, you know, I dah kehilangan everything. Even if I got arrested and put in prison again, it will be the same experience. So for her to get back her family, she have to again put her life in danger. And Alhamdulillah, we reunite after that. Coming to Malaysia, thinking, you know, things will be better and stuff, actually it's totally opposite. Totally opposite. My dream of going to school is never come true. There are many things that I was very hopeful that doesn't come true. And I always, at that time, because I was very difficult for me to get friends and stuff like that, kena bully and stuff like that. So I always go back to mama and tanya, you know, say nak balik, I want to go back to my country. You know, I was like, nak balik. And my mom will literally look at me and she will not say anything. And I don't understand at that time why she do that to me. You know, I literally want to go back to my country because I have no friends, you know, it's very difficult to live. And now I understand why, because I cannot go back to my country. If I do, I will be killed. I don't know what horrible things can happen. I don't even know if I can cross the border, to be very honest. So yeah, in 2000, and one more things I want to say, that people think that Rohingya community are, you know, coming to Malaysia untuk dapatkan kesempatan, untuk ambil kesempatan, untuk minta kerakyatan, untuk dapatkan, you know, equal rights and stuff like that. Look at me, I'm the live example. Kita datang Malaysia untuk dapatkan pelindungan, because in my country we've been tortured, killed, abused, raped, cakap apa, you know, the horrible things is happening over there in Myanmar. Young kids have been thrown, you know, dibaling, dibuang dalam rumah yang dibakar daripada, you know, dari sisi mak dia. Wanita dirogol di depan anak dia and then dibunuh selepas tu. I can't even imagine, I can't even explain to you how horrible things are happening. And kalau betul-betul lah kita pergi siasat, I rasa orang luar sana pun susah nak dengar, nak tengok the real situation is what is happening there. So yeah, I'm the real example that kita datang Malaysia untuk dapatkan, you know, pelindungan sementara. And kalau ada rezeki, we want to move on. And Alhamdulillah, I'm very lucky from very, very few, among many Rohingya out there that I get chance to get resettled. And, now, Alhamdulillah, I'm having equal rights, I've been respected as a human, living as a dignified human. So I just had a baby recently, a month ago. And banyak orang tanya saya dekat Malaysia, kenapa you tak nak anak? Dah kahwin dah lama, all this thing. And I always never have an answer, but I know deep inside my heart that I don't want my child to be a refugee. It is very hard. It's not easy to be refugee. It's not easy to be Rohingya. It is very, very easy. It's very painful, to be very honest. I'm very happy that she is recognized as citizen. She's recognized as human now. So I don't want my daughter to go through all the pains that I have gone through in my life. And percayalah, we will go back to our country if our country is willing to take us and give us a protection. Kita tak nak jadi burden sesiapa. We have no choice. And nobody want to put their life in danger. Where we know the risks of it. Banyak wanita yang saya kerja di Malaysia, they go through rape. And even there is a young girl, I think at that time she's 16 years old or 15 years old. Dia lari daripada Myanmar, naik boat pada 2016, and she was raped because she cannot pay the trafficker for her to get released. And after few times she been raped, dia dijual balik kepada ejen lain. And time saya jumpa dia, at that time she's already pregnant. And the trafficker throw her away, saying that, you dah tak berguna, you're useless. She literally sleep under the rain. She have no place to go. And, it's, yeah. Sorry. It's very emotional. Yeah, so people who are, it is very difficult for us to adjust our life from one place to another. Rohingya people been living in Myanmar, in dekat kampung sana. Keadaan kami, cara kehidupan kami sangat berbeza. So bila kita datang Malaysia, we have to adjust a lot of things. And it was easy for me sebab saya muda kan, masih kecil. So it's easy for me to adapt things. Tapi pada orang yang dah dewasa, it's difficult for them to adapt, but yet they don't give up. I literally very grateful to Malaysia even today. And the community center school that I've been, they taught us lagu negaraku. And until today, I respect the song. Saya masih berdiri dan hormat kepada lagu tu. That's the example that we are grateful to the Malaysian people and also the country. And we are just waiting so that we can go back. So message saya kepada orang luar sana, jangan salahkan kami, tolong. Kalau boleh tolong kami balik. Tolong kami balik, jangan benci kami sebab kami tak ada peluang. Kami tak ada pilihan. Disebab tu kami terpaksa gadaikan nyawa dan cross the borders. Macam panelis lain yang bagi tahu yang Rohingyas are coming not only to Malaysia tetapi di negara jiran-jiran yang lain juga. So kalau boleh help us balik. So we cannot solve our own problem. So we need people to help us. We need country behind us to support us, to stand strong. So sorry, I'm already freeze my brain. Thank you. That's it.